The Play Mornings with Steph and John replay.
Good morning, world.
It's February 22nd, 2024. On today's episode of AI is going to replace us. We have soon enough you won't need to book your own vacations.
What?
That's right. A bunch of tech startups are developing products that use AI to complete even more real-world tasks, like booking your own trip.
So what do? You say, like, I was thinking I'd go to Europe, and they're like, no problem. Here's a trip to Ireland. Everything is all taken care of. You just have to go to the airport with your passport.
Bingo.
Wow.
Yeah. It's in development right now by Silicon Valley, which is just a bunch of rich nerds who like to put money into technology. It fails sometimes, but a lot of the time it goes really well. And the creator of OpenAI, ChatGPT, also known as radio's biggest enemy, well, he endorsed it.
Interesting.
Yeah, so I think this is the way we're going.
See, this is what I wonder. If a robot starts booking trips, are they going to be better at finding good deals for us, or are they going to be good at hiding the deals and just finding convenience for us?
See, that's what a lot of people have been talking about. And I think at some point, these companies are going to be able to pay whoever's running the AI to be like, well, why don't you maybe push hours, even though it's like $2,000 or $3,000 more.
Totally.
Right?
There's so much sinister stuff that can happen with AI. We're just on quite a path right now.
And it's just getting started.
Drop your phone in a puddle, the toilet, the bathtub. What do you do?
Put in rice.
That is like the obvious answer. That's what we've been doing for probably 20 years with cell phones that get wet.
Yep.
Apple's coming out and saying, don't do that anymore.
Why? Apple, give us a reason.
They say that the rice could be too small and get stuck in your phone's crevices.
That's happened to me. Like, you got stuck in the port, like the charging port, but it's been easy to get out.
Well, this is the weird thing to me, is that there's literally only one place for the rice to get stuck now.
Yeah.
They got rid of the headphone jack for us.
They did.
So we just have this little square area that,
Yeah.
sure, it could be the size of a piece of rice, I guess. But they're saying, don't put it in rice. Instead, hold your phone up and just tap it. Like, it's kind of as if you got water in your ear and you're shaking one leg. They'd like you to tap the corner of it and just try and get that water to kind of flow out the bottom.
Well, aren't phones water resistant now?
Yeah.
Like, unless you submerge them to, like, what is it? I think it's 45 feet underwater? Or so, it's probably less than that, but it's something like, unless it's under this amount of water, it's fine.
Wow. Okay, yeah. I mean, I knew it was water resistant, but I've never tested it. I did have a phone when I was a teenager that got submerged in water.
Like an iPhone?
No, it was this like Sony Ericsson, really cool orange Walkman phone.
I've never heard of that.
Well, I was on a boat and the waves were really big, and then we turned back into our own wake. And so we went down and the wave came up over the front of the boat and my phone floated to the other end.
Of the boat.
And I was like, my phone. And, like back, I mean, phones are very expensive now, but I was in high school. It was quite expensive then, too. And I put it in rice and tried to dry it out and didn't have a phone at summer camp for 3 whole days. And then it still worked when I got back, but I felt like I should take it to the store and just have it checked out. Like, oh, I had an accident. Can you let me know if it's okay?
Yeah.
And the guy said, has it ever been in water? And I was like, yeah, that's exactly what happened to it. And he opened it up and there was a strip inside the phone. And he was like, oh, well, it must have not gotten too wet because this would be yellow if it had gotten wet. It was like a telltale sign for people if you're lying to them that your phone just stopped working. Oh, no, you dropped your phone in a puddle of water. And I was like, my phone floated to the other end of the boat. That strip doesn't work.
You're looking at me right now. Do I give off a scammer vibe or like a mean, angry person vibe?
Well, you are wearing a bonnet. No.
Okay, well, with the bonnet off, do I give away the vibe that, hey, this guy's probably not legit, or this guy would beat the crap out of me?
No, you don't at all. You give off like I'm a very kind of dude. I'm just a dude.
I think what you're saying is I look too dumb to scam people, but I'll take it. Over on Facebook, I'm trying to use the marketplace a lot more because the world just keeps getting more and more expensive.
Right. That makes sense. Absolutely. If you might use, why not?
Yeah, right? And nobody's responding to me when I inquire about purchasing these various pizzas. And I'm not using the auto response that's like, hey, is this still available or whatever that you can just send off? I'm sending crafted messages and people just aren't responding. They're seeing them. They're looking at them, They're just not responding. What is that about?
Okay, there's a couple problems here.
What's up?
You might be freaking them out with sending them other than is this available?
But I thought that a lot of people in their things are like, if it's up, it's still obviously still available. Serious inquiries only.
Okay, true. But like maybe you're being too crafty. Maybe you should just say like, hey, I'd love to take this off your hands. Let me know when I can pick up. Like, how long is the crafted message you're writing to them?
4 sentences.
That's too long.
I'm saying I'd love to have it. I'm giving them a reason why I need to have it.
Too many details.
Are
I
you
don't care
sure?
what you do with my couch after you buy it, so long as you come and get it today. You know?
I get what you're saying.
The other thing is, like, John, I love you, but when did you get Facebook?
This year.
Yeah, I can tell. Like, how many friends do you have?
I think I have 26 friends on Facebook.
That is your scamming problem. 26 friends? Like,
0 posts.
Absolutely. They were just like, oh yeah, this robot was like, this guy looks trustworthy. We'll try and put him on and see if we can take somebody's couch for them.
You go camping a lot.
Yes.
How often do you shower when you go camping? Like, not at all?
Every day.
Are you serious? Where do you have a camp? Where do you camp that has a shower?
Okay, I'm extremely spoiled, but also a big germaphobe. And so my husband bought me a propane hot water heater and a like shower tent and a shower, thing that you can open up and it pours on you. And so I shower every day.
I think you've just exposed that you glamp. You don't camp.
I'm high maintenance. I still camp. I'm in a tent. I'm kayaking everywhere. I just have some accessories that have to come with me, and they are deal breakers. If they're not there, neither am I.
Okay, well, I thought I was going to be able to relate to you, but I'm excited to shower today because I've gone 3 days without showering.
Oh, no.
I wasn't allowed. Not allowed to get my perm wet 48 hours. It's like a gremlin is on my head right now.
Okay, but is that like... You can still bathe. There's things called like bathtubs, sponge baths.
Yeah, baths. But I don't have a shower cap, and like you discussed, I can't bring my bonnet into the shower because it's not water resistant.
Okay, all right. So I can understand the excitement for a shower though, because when I'm camping, even if it's only been 24 hours, I'm still ready to get clean.
See, okay, so we do relate.
Yeah.
It's just exactly. I'm actually roughing it, and you're more so, hey, look at me, I'm woodsy, I'm outdoorsy, I got hiking shoes.
Hey, I'm still roughing it. You're still living at home, you're just not washing. Alberta Parks has a brand new way to book your campsites, but the old rules still apply.
Rule?
So,
what rule? You're camping. You go out there, you set down a tent, don't cause any forest fires, you're good.
Okay, there's also like no flying a drone in a provincial park, no off-leash dogs, that kind of thing. But the rules I'm talking about are for booking. So when you're booking an Alberta Parks campsite, like 2 years ago, they put in a 90-day rule and a 2-week maximum rule.
Oh, okay.
So before, campsites would just open on one day. It would clog up the internet. Everybody would be freaking out, and they'd be trying to be like, it's January, but in August, I think I want to go here, so I better book this campsite. And 14 hours later, you'd just be frustrated and not have anywhere to go in August. But
it's like Taylor Swift tickets.
Yes, exactly. Exactly, John. So what they did instead was that they rolled out this 90-day rule. And 90 days from the day that you want to go camping, you can book a campsite. And you can book it for up to 2 weeks. So say you want to book May long weekend. And so you're going to book on May 17th.
Yeah.
That was the first day that you could do that was on Saturday, this past Saturday. And you can book it for up to 2 weeks out.
So did you get in on the eager beaverness?
No, I forgot. I forgot to think about it.
Yeah.
I know. And so now I'm very nervously about to get my own shop, albertaparks.ca account. And then I'm going to look at Beaver Lake, which, oh gosh, I shouldn't have said that. But that's where I'm hoping to camp. It has the clearest lake in Alberta in proximity to Fort McMurray.
So you're literally eager beavering.
I am eager beavering at Beaver Lake near Laklabish.
I keep falling into rabbit holes on TikTok. They captured me. They caught me. They got me. I am their demographic. I am TikTok's slave.
Okay, so they know exactly what videos to show you. What are they showing you this week?
Well, this week I found this guy's account called Felon Focus, who just... I know.
Felon Focus? Okay.
Yeah. He just got out of prison for 5 years. He was in prison for 5 years. He just got out for a crime he didn't commit.
Is that what he says, or has it been proven in court that he didn't commit and they let him out after 5 years?
That's why they let him out.
Oh, no. That's awful.
Yeah, he went to prison for racketeering. If you don't know what racketeering is, essentially it just means you're doing business, but you're doing business shadily. So you're telling, let's say you're giving stuff to a hospital, you're telling them, hey, it's $200, whatever. You get them to pay the $200. It's only $100, so you put $100 on the books and you pocket the $100.
Oh, okay.
Now, one of his employees was doing this. He was not. He had no idea. He had 100 employees. 1 out of the 100 was doing this. They got found out. He was arrested because he was the business owner, and the employee took a plea deal and got no prison time whatsoever. And that's my biggest fear, is going to jail for something that is not my fault. And that happens all the time.
Does it really?
In 2023, in America alone, 145 people who were in prison were found innocent after 4 years.
That's really scary. That's
How
a lot
scary?
of people.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. That's a lot of lives, like 4 years of your life. Can you imagine?
Right?
John, you're making me scared too. I didn't know it was a fear, but it is now.
Exactly.
Machine Gun Kelly, he usually is in the news for doing something outlandish.
Yeah, him and his maybe wife. They're drinking each other's blood. That's exactly what you're going to say.
Exactly that. Yeah, they're like full-on vampires.
Yeah.
To seal the covenant between them. And then he, beats people up. He's got a bit of a temper.
Yeah.
And then, now yesterday, he just unveiled something that he's been working on since December.
Yep.
Is getting the whole top half of his, his torso, because he didn't really do his neck or face.
No.
Black tattoos.
Yeah, blacked out.
Like just the whole body. And it's the person who tattooed him said that he was the most patient, or like a pain tolerance, willing to sit there. They did 13 6-hour sessions.
Man.
6 hours of somebody just carving black ink into your body just over and over again.
And for what?
So that he could be wearing a permanent crop top.
Yeah, I guess.
Thanks for listening.
Don't forget to subscribe to the Steph and John replay.
Find more Steph and John at play1037.ca.